or something. What is going on? We are live. Jerry, how are you doing today, man?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good.
Pretty good. It's been a long day, it feels like.
It does. It does seem like it's been a long day. Um, yeah, see some familiar faces in here. We got Justicles, MMDE.
PP Lover Supreme. Marky. Happy birthday, Mark. Oh, happy birthday, Jesticles. It's her birthday today. What else we got here? Serum, how you doing? Dahlia. Susan, how are you? Midwest Redbeard, how are you doing? I feel kind of like this feels a little better, but I think we'll go right here.
We got some bad echo there, short bus.
Oh, let me turn this down a little bit. Is that any better? Is the echo any better?
Actually, you know what? I figured it out. It's on my end.
Oh, Warrior Princess, how are you? Mountain Dewy. Okay, let's see. Cat Eyes, how are you? We're good. MMDE, how are you doing? What's going on, Rusty John?
We got Mama B Holland.
Yes, we do. Susan,
We
Big
got Big
O,
in here.
DJ Big Show.
Big O. Tommy said he'll be a few minutes late.
Oh Lord, yeah, he's welcome here too. He's welcome here too. It ain't.
We got Dubsma.
Hello, how you doing? That's my shit. NTF. Who else we got? Control. What's going on? I'm trying not to be so loud for some reason. I feel like I'm like being quiet or something. Mad Max, happy meth day to you too. It is my meth day, if anybody doesn't know. So, Mandy, what do we have going on this evening?
Well, judging on the background, I would say we have CPP Behind the Curtain, episode 2. I think episode 1 was a pretty good hit. Um, yeah, there's lots of information.
Yeah, that is for sure. That is for sure. I'm just letting a few more people funnel in. I mean, it's only been like 2 minutes. How long should we wait? You all let me know.
We'll give it a couple minutes. What we got in here right now?
I'm excited just as everybody else. Pikachu, how are you? Matt C.
Yeah,
Omar.
we're up to 77 watching, so let's see if we can get it to 100 before we bring up our guests.
I'm curtain for it. What? Oh Lord. Chat's starting to move now. Cody, what is going on, man? I love Cody. Sabby, how are you?
Cody's good people.
Yeah, definitely share this out, everybody. Let's see how many people we can get on the short bus, I guess. Hit the like if you want to, but it's up to you all.
How many people will the short bus hold?
That's a hoodie question. I do not know. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I cannot complain, Sabby. Lisa, how are you doing? Four to a seat. Everybody get four to a seat.
All right, sit on laps if you have to.
Oh Lord. No. She's savage. Hello, how are you doing?
We got
I don't think
iTony in here.
Who?
iTony's in.
Tony Brigatori. Let's see. I'm kind of hanging on, man.
Yeah, so I think it should probably be a pretty interesting episode tonight.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh man, Dubs was getting frisky. Mandy, kiss my wife for me, please.
Oh Lord.
Wow.
Cody calling her old hag.
Oh, see, he must be talking to Sabrina. I didn't see her in here yet.
Oh. They're a spokesman. What is going on, spokesman? Co-founder.
We got Omar. Good evening, Omar.
Scamula. Scamula.
Omar, you really shouldn't kick Shorty's dog.
Thank you, Mandy. Finally, somebody that agrees with me. Leave my dogs alone, bro. Definitely. Are we going to bring up CPP after dark?
Uh,
Mandy,
have to stick around and find out.
stick around and find out. We'll see. We'll see. Just let me know when it's time, and we'll kick this thing off. It's been about 5 minutes, and
Yeah, we got like
try.
86 people in here. We're getting close, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
Are you ready? Let me start bringing some people up.
I'd say let's bring in the guests.
All right,
Everybody
let's do
start chanting Jerry,
Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry. Let's see what we got here. WPG, man, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you guys tonight?
Oh, we're doing pretty good, man. We're doing pretty good. I can't complain. I'm gonna let this roll a couple minutes, and
Yeah, good. How's everybody tonight? In the chat. Yeah, I just wanted to start things off tonight. Before we get started, I just wanted to say we knew when we first did this first panel, there would be a lot of criticism and personal attacks and all that shit. Honestly, that's part of why so many people stay quiet about experiences like this. You did hear emotions in our voice, even now when I'm talking now, because this was real for us. Like this is like an everyday thing. This is an everyday thing we were doing. It was part of our daily lives. We were sharing personal experiences publicly for the first time, knowing we'd be criticized and attacked for it. But we're still here. We're still going to speak honestly. We're not interested in online drama or responding to every accusation. Our goal is to simply share our experiences, talk about the patterns. That's the theme of tonight of behavior that we believe people should recognize and understand. Some of the reactions we've seen recently are the same kind of behaviors and communication patterns that caused us to leave CPP in the first place. This isn't about one fight back in May. It was a pattern of behaviors and actions that built over time. And yeah, we're going to open it up tonight. How is everybody?
doing good, man. Doing good.
Yeah,
Janie,
I'm doing good.
Cody, Jalapeno.
Hello, hello. How's everyone doing?
Doing pretty good.
What a great Friday it is. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for joining us tonight.
And yeah, I wanted to add at the end there. I want to clear up that short bus did not come to us at all. It took us a while to get the gumption to come up here and do this, and short bus is on the short list of panels that we even thought were fair and I would say unbiased. I know Tommy's had a big problem with short bus, but like he's not doing half this shit that he thinks he is. Like we were sitting in a room today talking to short bus, and Tommy's on a live accusing him of shit he's not even doing. But yeah, I just wanted to clear up that short bus did not come to us. We went to short bus, and yeah, what's up?
Thank you, man.
Any
I appreciate
questions?
that.
Any other questions, you guys? Throw them at me. Let's go. But yeah, the patterns is the theme for tonight. And yeah, if anyone want to open that up, you're free to speak.
Did you guys face any lashback after the last episode?
Oh man, yeah. You guys want to talk on that, or
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah?
I'm sorry, I was having technical difficulties. Um, yeah, I mean, definitely.
Well, a lot of
I
the attacks first just came from Tommy's haters, which is kind of weird. But yeah, they kind of tore us apart a little bit on their little panel, but we're fine with it.
Yeah, that was not a big deal. The patterns that we mainly experienced was, you know, immediately Tommy went live Saturday morning, and he's, doing a catch out of state, and he was attacking us for our panel. I don't know that he had even, watched it at that point, and heard the things that we said that night and how we said it. Because I reiterate that I'm not doing this out of hate. I'm not doing it out of vengeance, retaliation. It took me a year to process the uh, leaving CPP and the reasons that I left and the circumstances behind why we left. It took a year to process that. I could have easily. Many people reached out to me and wanted me to go live and tell my story, and I could have reacted on that human uh, reaction. I could have done that easily. I was very hurt, um, and angry and confused and frustrated. And yeah, I could have gone live then and reacted the way that YouTubers do, streamers. But I don't have a panel, and I didn't want to use someone else's to do the drama thing and share my experience, like, with all of YouTube. I wanted to process it, and it took a year. That's how painful it was for me. And I'm not ashamed or afraid to say that, yes, you did hear emotion in our voices last week, and you'll probably hear it again because we're human, and what we experienced was real. And everything that happened in those 4 years that I was there, that's a relationship you build, a personal relationship. And so in the last 2 years, it was very up and down, very emotional. And when it finally, on May 1st, when we finally, that was it. It wasn't just that one fight. It was many situations of that happening over and over again. And so that's the patterns that, began to happen after episode one of Behind the Curtain. And I think that's, I don't think, I know that that's at least one of the reasons that people are afraid to speak up afterwards, because of the retaliation and the attacks and the criticism that they get afterwards. So I'm very proud of everybody up here with me, and it's not easy to be here because what's happened since our first episode was a lot of the same things, with the emotional pulling and reaching out again after a year. Um, you know, it's like I hadn't heard from Tommy in a year. And the last thing that he had said to me was that I was a snake. I was the reason for everything that happened, and he didn't want anything to do with me. And now all of a sudden, I'm hearing from him and he loves me. Well, I don't doubt that he loves me. And I hope that he doesn't doubt that I love him. I wasn't there for 4+ years, 5 now. It's been that he's been a part of my life and done everything that I did if I didn't love him. I treated him like a son and a best friend, and I will always love him. But uh, I'll always love my husband and the father, my ex-husband and the father of my children. But that doesn't mean I'm going to move back in with him. I think that, recognizing things and loving someone from a distance is healthier sometimes than trying to coexist when it's not a healthy thing for at least one of us. So that's how I'm going to say bring us into what has happened since the last time and the emotional, the boundaries and the emotional manipulation. It's like this what has happened since Sunday. But prior to that, it was even more. It was a reaction to episode 1 of Behind the Curtain, and then more recently, um, as Freedom said in the beginning, you know, something very private and close to us that we've been dealing with for the past year and the past 8 months very intensely and privately has become very public. And you know it's been made to feel like we're hateful because we're not willing to put, jump back in and have a farewell tour of and sing kumbaya. It's just not that easy when you have been hurt so bad and betrayed so bad for the past year. Me personally, and these guys, because they're my friends and they stood by me and they believed in me, have been our characters have been publicly assassinated on YouTube. Um, I've been wished dead by people. She should be 6 feet under. I've been called a professional predator. I've been called a master manipulator, a cunt, a bitch, a witch, a mole, a doxer of 700 plus people,
Mm.
um, by every one of these people for a year. And all of a sudden, because one of us is facing the end of our lives and we're all suffering. We've been grieving this and going through it for the past 8 months. And because this is public, all of a sudden, we're supposed to forget all of that. I'm just supposed to forget all of that and go back and host one last kumbaya. So that's where I'm going to start with this. And I know it was a lot, but it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
I know it has to be. Um, let's see. Um, where we at? Do you just let me know what when y'all want me to play the beginning of this, uh or how you all want to go about this? Because I'm listening to, and it's like, it's a lot of. I mean, there's just so many moving parts to this whole situation, and it's as far as there's patterns in all of this of emotional manipulation.
Yeah. Something that I just saw in the chat there. Serum asked, "Is CPP a cult?" And you know what? As as the banner that Shorty had up there earlier says, we want people to be respectful in the chat. Um, but I do think that's a fair question. Um, I I don't want to say that CPP is a cult, because it's not. Every catching community has their own style. What some of the members on the panel here are saying is that there are certain things that exhibit cult-like behavior, which is different than being a cult. So yeah, I mean, like any group that is led by a charismatic leader has the ability to take on cult-like characteristics. There are some people that would describe other catching groups as a cult, but there just seems to be different characteristics with CPP, and what these four have experienced since the first episode, with the love bombing, the threats, all that stuff, it just goes along with those cult-like characteristics. So with that, I'll hand it back to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shug. Do you guys think it's time to display some text messages?
Text messages? Yeah, we can do that.
What do you think?
I think
Freedom, Janie.
Yeah,
Can't
let's
hear.
roll it. Let's roll it. Yeah.
Let's roll 'em. Which ones you want me to show?
Let's
Here.
do ones to Freedom first.
Freedom.
Yeah, I happened to get some text messages. I was out camping for 3 nights with my family, and I woke up to a few messages.
Hang on, I'm making sure I get the right ones. I think they're all in the same package. I knew this was going to happen. Give me 1 second. Okay. I just saw them. I knew this would happen.
Now, dude, come on now.
Oh, dude, you got this, honey.
I can do it. I promise.
It is the short bus after all.
It is. I'm telling you. Okay. The first one I'll put. The first one I'll put it up right now. This will be the first message. I'm doing my best, guys. Doing my best. this is okay. Here we go. I got it. Here's the first one. Let me zoom in.
Yeah, so I got this from my friend Mortal. This is after Janie had already gotten hers. I don't know. You want to go to Janie's first, or do you want to do mine?
You want to do Janie's first? I can find Janie's like right off the bat.
That one came after.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say, because this all started after Sunday. What started? Yeah, the first text messages were the reaching out after the first episode, and Corby.
Okay, so make sure I'm putting the right one up. If I'm wrong, just let me know. I guess this is this should be the right one right here to start it off with. This would be the. Let me know if this is the wrong one or not. I'm pretty sure it is, but we'll go from there. Okay, this is like the last one where you tell him basically not to.
That was back in August when he was live saying that when he was saying that I was the doxer, and so we were arguing because I was calling him and he wouldn't answer, and then he would go live and rant for an hour and call me a doxer and say that I did all that stuff, and so I was texting him afterwards, and this is what the last thing he said to me in August. So I wanted to show that that was the last conversation we had in August until these new text messages that began after the Saturday after our first episode of Behind the Curtain.
Okay. Let me go ahead and close this out,
And
and
then
then
the
I'll.
reason I didn't, and then I blocked him at that point. I had blocked him and I didn't know. And then they had and we hadn't spoken, and everything was over with, and I was still healing and dealing with, you know, what's going on in my life and in our friends' life and theirs and stuff. And I wasn't thinking about it. And then, yeah, but these other ones started coming. I
Okay,
blocked
this.
him, and they had the car accident. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted for a second. They had the car accident, and I, of course, was very, concerned and grateful that they were okay. So I sent Rachel a message letting her know that. And I guess he sent me a message afterwards. I did not get it. But that's when I heard that he had sent me a message. And so I unblocked him. And that is when, after episode 1, I got these next messages.
Okay, I'm still working through the last um the last little bit because it's a lot, and I mean and this is still where I think you were saying I was beat up by you in a room full of people. I told you that told them that you had exhibit predatory behavior by using Wally, and you're on your own channel calling us predators. So he did he literally call you a predator during this time?
Yes, yes. I I got kicked from the Discord by KR, and I didn't know anything. I didn't know that it was coming. It just happened, and I sent Tommy a snapshot of him kicking me from the Discord and asked what was going on. And Tommy went live and accused me of being the person that, uh, I don't know, downloaded, uploaded, whatever, a link of 700 plus, people, and shared it on YouTube. And um, he never called me. He never answered my phone call. He just went live and he said that. And he said that I was a predator. And Tommy put in the chat, Cody said Janie's not capable of that. She didn't do that. And Tom B wrote, well, that's because you've been groomed by a professional predator. Tommy called me a predator. Yes, for days. They all did.
I swear that's just like a if they don't like you. I mean, this is just my personal opinion on it. Because he has done it to me multiple times at this point. So that's his go-to move is calling somebody a predator, and automatically if he doesn't like you, you're this or you're that. So okay, and this would be Tuesday to May the 5th. Where does this fall in?
That's the uh, that text is the Tuesday after episode 1. We did
Okay.
episode 1 on May 1st. He had the check your backstage and make sure there's nobody waiting. Um,
Oh, she.
he we had episode 1 on Friday, and on Saturday he went live and he attacked Corgi and I, and did a catch, the out of state catch, and then on Tuesday I got this text message.
Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it, or?
I can, I guess. You guys really became who you would trash talk all the time, and to sell your souls. So sad. I do wish you the best. Oh my God. Alex, Telly, James, and many more. seen right through it. These are my haters. The entire situation is bad. Corgi wants mine and your messages when you trashed her and sent her nudes to me. I don't want part of it. Will you just tell her the truth?
What does he mean by selling your souls?
By talking and coming here, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
coming up here on the short bus, I know exactly what he's talking about. How people like me, Janie, Rip, would think and act like Tommy. So if Tommy didn't like short bus, neither did we. Get him out of here. Like short bus, I fucking didn't like you, man. I'll admit that. There's no problem about admitting that. I didn't like the meth day. I didn't like the birthday thing. I didn't like any of it. And why? Because I was loyal to fucking Tommy. And that's the way it was, man. I did everything for the guy. And including not liking you. So when I first started talking to you, I'm like, oh, this guy's funny.
I appreciate that, man. And then and we have talked about this behind the scenes, and we've come, it's not wasn't irreparable what they said and what they done. So I mean, you know what? It's fine. People, I
He,
get banned a
he
lot,
thinks
so it doesn't
there
bother.
should he thinks there should be a rift between you and I because I protected his ass from you because that's what he wanted.
Yeah, you know. Well, here's the second one. I think this is on the 6th.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and that's, the thing is I have not responded to any text messages or phone calls um from for myself, for my own personal boundaries and emotional health, mental health. I chose to leave, and I don't. I'm not going. I didn't respond. So on Wednesday, I got. I guess maybe this is the wrong number, but if not, I love you, and I'm sorry things went this way. I never ever meant for any of this. I hope you truly get closure or whatever you need. Nobody's perfect, and I know I can be a piece of shit sometimes. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for my involvement. This message is from the heart, and don't mind who sees it. I never wish harm on anyone. Also, Corgi Girl is begging for the messages and the pic. I decided to not, yeah,
I'm pulling it up right now.
no worries.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Um,
Thanks, but did not
I
send
decided to
anything.
not send anything, and I'm not going to do a panel about her or y'all. Wait, yeah, it would hurt me too bad to bash on y'all. It would hurt me too bad to bash on y'all. I still love you guys and maybe always will. Anyway, I'm sure you won't see this, but it's been in my heart. I needed to get it off my chest. That was on Wednesday. Then on Sunday was Mother's Day. Tommy's always sent me a happy Mother's Day. He did, not last year, but he did every other year. But this year he did. And then on Sunday, hey, all BS aside, I just heard about our friend Jay Paz, and he wanted to know if it was true.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to definitely send some prayers out to J Faz. Definitely, please do, everybody. Definitely.
I also should add that JFAS asked us to keep quiet about everything, and we respected everything he asked us to do, and we will until he asks us not to.
Yes, yeah.
Um, so here he goes back
So
in. No, go ahead.
so that was earlier. That was early in the day on Sunday. Um, that at like 3:30. That was at like 3:30, something like that. And then he did speak with Jay Faz, and he came back with, "Oh my God, what the fuck?" Um, I don't know what that meant other than, "Oh my God, what the fuck," right? I think some of it was, "I can't believe you didn't tell me." I don't know. That's just the way I took it. But then, as you can see later on that night, uh, because Jay-Faz and I spoke, um, and I let Jay-Faz know where I stand and how I feel. I love him. I want him to have everything that his heart desires. That's all I've ever wanted. I've gone through every day of this with him, and yeah, I love him. He's my best friend, and I want him to be happy. But there's certain things I cannot do. And he said, so Tommy says, "Hey, I understand. I just know I always will love you guys, and I wish none of this happened. I think in life we take things for granted, and I love what all of you have done, and I'm just heartbroken beyond belief."
I'm pulling up the next. All right. I think that in last week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, so yeah.
You got a text before these all happened though with Mortal.
Oh, the mortal text came before this? Oh, yes, on no, Sunday. This was Sunday. "Hey, I understand. I'm just heartbroken." Yes, so before that last one comes Mortals, the text from Mortal and Crandall and V.
Let's see. Oh, you want me to pull up the other one?
Yeah.
Did y'all? Did you want me to pull up
Yes.
the mortal one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. My bad. I got to the. I just had it pulled up, didn't I? Mortal to freedom. So,
It should be Immortal to Janie first.
oh, mortal to. Okay. I got. No, I got. I'm looking. I got the immortal to Janie. I don't. I don't see a one from mortal to Jamie. But I say mortal to
It's okay. It's
freedom.
a copy paste. It's the same thing. She just copy and
Yeah, it's
pasted.
basically the
Okay.
same.
So what I'm gonna do? So basically, I'm just going to let me do this. Screen share. Let me just pull this up. Okay. So you're saying this is just basically a copy and paste that everybody got that you got also, Janie?
I mean, yeah, just about. You can read it, and
Yes,
she
it's
changed.
exactly the same. I mean, she just said, "Hey, freedom, it's mortal," but mine said, "Hey, Jamie, it's mortal." But then the rest of it was exactly the same.
Okay.
Well, I had just I she says I had reached out to Jamie about this but never got a response. So I figured I'd ask you directly too. Then it was I wanted to see if you, she had said, from the Gilded Group would be interested in doing a power hour karaoke night for JFAS. We all know how much he loves bringing people together and throwing a good shindig. And I think it would mean a lot to him to have a big night with the people he cares about and hopefully make it something we can do more than once. I can make a separate server just for the event, the server that we were kicked from. The goal would be to leave all outside issues at the door and keep the focus on JFAS and making good memories with him. I can also make you a mod in the server so you have control over the room as well.
Mhm. Oh, how does that? How does that make you feel?
Um, Honestly, if that's my point is that I'm not going to come up here and not be transparent and honest, and it 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 it's hurtful
Hmm.
and
After a year is
insensitive. Yeah, I mean, if you guys wanted to do this, if you felt bad and and you love and care and you feel this way and you wanted this, why did it take the imminent death of one of us for you to realize that? And it doesn't even begin with a hey, how are you? Or hey, sorry things went the way they went, but just, you know,
come
I
I'll
back.
do.
bring you back in to a room and I'll even give you a mod and you host this thing so that we can all have one last good time and maybe build towards more. I, I don't know. I mean, emotionally, it's like opening up old wounds and how, you know, I could never do that after
Do you think
treating
it's some
someone
type
the
of
way that,
manipulation?
well, I could never do that after I would I, if I if I spent a year wishing bad things and calling people for someone which I wouldn't have done, but like if that had been the other way around, I could not just reach out and be like, "Hey, you want to come over?"
Okay. Well, what's the next one you want me to play? I'll put the. I got
Um,
the B and the.
yeah, just you can just show those because it's just the pattern. It's the pattern of, no, like okay, V and Crandall. Um, I these hurt. Like these hurt too. These are long time V. I was with V for 4 years, and when when May 1st happened, she actually left CPP with us and Crandall, and they hung out with us. They agreed with us. They hurt with us. They were angry with us. They were confused with us. They were hurt. Everything with us. And and then suddenly one day, it was just they went back to CPP and there's a lot there. There's a lot of tension. I get it. There's a lot of pull, emotional, and I understand that. And they went back, and I reached out to both of them. To V, I sent several messages to her, and I sent several to Jay Crandall, And then I sent my messages to V to Jay Crandall and said, maybe she's not getting them. Can you please, forward these? And neither one of them responded. They didn't even say no. They did the same thing I'm doing right now. They did not respond to my messages. And now 8 months has passed. And keeping an open line if you want to talk. I I tried that 8 months ago.
Hmm.
So yeah, we were all in a group together with the Crandall and V, and um, I I basically asked them to leave the group, and I took them out of it because they always had this attachment to Tommy, and that we had already kind of disconnected from and wanted to get away from. And we didn't want to mix stories with them and have this whole fight between them in the middle. So it was best to just kind of let them go be with the CPP guys, and we're going to be over here on our own.
Do you want to pull up the Tommy to uh WPG yet?
Sure. And I just want to add, like, Crandall's a great fucking guy. I love that guy. And, like, I don't know. I just feel like he's trapped where he is right now. He would never say that. But yeah, I think he can flourish at other places. But we can have that conversation another time.
Definitely, but it kind of falls into the manipulation tactics of being in a cult type
Yeah.
environment.
And as for V, after she had left our group and gone back to the CPP, she continued to have conversations with one of our members that we had over here, and basically called Janie a witch. We saw everything she said. Um, so V, I don't know who you're trying to fool sending Janie a text message like that.
So, do you want me to read this one, or do you want to, or I don't mind to read?
Yeah, this is the text message I got up to this morning. You can read it. Go ahead.
I guess this is from Tommy to you, if I'm okay. Hey, I
Yep.
know. Oh, okay. Hey, I know shit's all fucked up and it sucks, but I really love J Faz, and this is fucking killing me, as I'm sure it is to y'all too, which I could see that. He told me Wednesday that if he could snap his finger and put us all back together, he would. I would love if we could all do a get together before it's too late. I know y'all been getting messages from others, but I still want to try completely up to all you all. I just would love to see that man happy. Also, I know for me, you guys were a big part of my life, and I hate how it ended. Please at least talk it over, and if you could let me know.
I think
Yep.
it's particularly interesting to look at the tone change from Tommy and from these people suddenly after finding out about JFAS versus the entire year previous that they spent just villainizing continuously, and somehow finding out about JFAS has flipped it, and now it's all lovey-dovey. I'm sorry, we want you back, and they expect us to receive that warmly, I guess.
Yeah,
That
that
is
Bang on,
that's the
Cody.
point I keep making. Like, this is emotional for me because for all of us, and I say me when I'm talking because I'm the one saying it and I don't want to speak for you guys on the emotional part, but like even going live tonight and coming up here, maybe you can hear it in my voice. I'm emotional because I, this is bringing up everything. This is how I explained it earlier to my daughter, actually. May 1st fight, I was hurt, devastated, backstabbed. Um, I mean, I felt everything. And we left it, all of us. And my friends they took shrapnel, and Jafaz took it. He took it. He was in tears. He was in tears saying that it hurt him so bad that he didn't know he was looked at that way, and that he had let Tommy down. And that's what I'm saying, man. That's the pull that it gets. You become so um I don't even know. You're so loyal that you don't see reality anymore, and you allow yourself to be mistreated and emotionally manipulated. You get ignored when he's not happy with you, and then you do anything you can to get the attention back again, and be important to him and stuff. And if dying is what it takes, my God, day we're born, the second we're born, we're on our deathbed. And I want this to be a learning experience for others, and a learning experience for them, because this affected a whole group of people that have taken a year to process and heal from this. And in the midst of all of it happening, we got news that one of our dearest, closest buddies was fighting the big C, and we went through every day of that fight with him, the ups and the downs and everything. And then it, and we kept it private amongst ourselves. And we grieved and we mourned and we celebrated, and then got shot back down again. Like, all of that going on. And then every time we pop alive, it's another attack, another attack. And the minute we go live with an episode one of this is what happened to us, it starts again. We get reached out to. I get reached out to and attacked, and I've sold my soul now. And then there's the message that it would hurt me too bad to bash y'all when you just had a panel. You just had another live where you did it again. So it's kind of like I said in the text message, the mirror is calling you. Like, take this as a learning experience. I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm not being hateful. I'm not trying to hurt Japheth. My God, that's the last thing that I wanted to do in all of this. But we can't stop, doing episodes because we're trying to be the only, we're trying to be careful. Um, there's a reason for this. I do love Tommy, and I think that he has a good heart. But I think that this YouTube thing, and being called a hero and worshiped and loved, and having people willing to sell their souls basically to please him, has gotten a little bit too much, maybe. And he has forgotten for moments, like May 1st and the one before that, that we are people, we are human beings with hearts and feelings. We're not just a name in the YouTube chat. And you can pop another live, and you can get 10 more, but they're not going to be the same people. And we did share a lot of really wonderful moments together. But on the other side of those wonderful moments, there was some really painful ones.
Hmm. I'm gonna show the corgi screenshots now, if that's okay.
Absolutely. She's up here. Hey, Corgi.
Hi.
Hey, Court,
Hi, hi.
welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thanks.
So this would we start at the first one. So
Do you want me
do
to
you
go to what prompted me saying this?
Oh yeah.
definitely?
Okay. So the day after you guys had the first behind the curtain, the next morning, I saw that he was live, and I had not gone in his lives in a really long time. And something just told me to hop in, so I did. And it started, he pretended like his microphone was muted, and he read a message that allegedly, do I have to censor my words on here?
No.
Okay. Where Janie allegedly called me a whore, and said that I can't be a decoy anymore. So I commented in the live and I said, since I'm the person you just had your little slip up about, like what are you talking about? So then he went on to say that Janie, WPG, and another person um said all this horrible stuff about me, and that they had nude photos of me and made a calendar. So I wanted to know what it was all about. And he said on his live, he just kept yelling at me to call him, and he would tell me and he would show me everything and how he cared about me. But then a couple minutes later, it was, well, I don't care about you. I don't care enough to go into this anymore. It was a lot of back and forth. So when I waited until the live ended, and then that was when this started. I said, you can send me the screenshots. I don't need a phone conversation. Also, I would hope I don't need to say this, but you don't have my permission to use any of my photos in whatever show you're planning. The only reason I'm being brought up is because I spoke out about being a decoy that was never paid. You need a wake-up call, and I was hoping last night would be it. I guess I was wrong. You threw people that really cared about you away like they meant nothing. I know I wasn't a huge asset to CPP, but it became family and it continued on away from the toxicity. If you really have these screenshots, send them.
Oh, let me scroll on down. Okay. You're a fast
That's okay.
reader.
I am, I'm
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you continue.
sorry. So this is kind of like what threw me off. He said, it's fair use. Good fucking luck. And I said, what? He said, you don't want proof, but we'll believe them. Good luck. Sue me. I'm clearing my name. I said, I'm asking you for the proof, so send it. He said it will be it will be live on locals at 6 Colorado time Wednesday. I said, I'm not paying for it. Frankly, I don't have the money.
I'm loading it up.
No,
This
you're
is
good. You're good.
This is the short bus. Things can be a little slow.
what you trying to say?
It's
What you trying
fine.
to say? Okay. Wish I had just like hit a button and it goes to the next.
If it wasn't a Mac, you could.
Well, thank
I
you.
said,
Okay.
up top.
Up top. Oh, okay.
Up top. I said, you're telling me you want to show me the proof and I'm asking for it and now you won't give it? Are you seriously going to show my nude slash nearly nude photos on locals and ex decoy? Is that really your plan? That was like kind of outrageous to me because I was once your decoy. You have all of my personal information and now you're going to take my photos and put them out there? And then he said he wouldn't show my nudes. He's showing the truth. I care about people. I'm not like your friends. I said, that's all. Okay, that's all I asked then. Why are you flipping out, talking about sue you? Send me the screenshots. He said, I said, I'll show you their messages because I'm pissed. They fucking hated you and I had your back. I said, show me the proof, Tommy. Words don't mean anything to me after hearing how you treated them that night. He said, when I get home, I'm going to work on it and you will be the first to see it because he was not in Colorado when this argument happened.
So who is the I care about the people I care about
Okay.
people and I'm not like your friends. Who is he referencing who is these
Us.
friends?
Us.
Everybody here on the panel, WPG, Janie, anybody that because I wasn't really involved in the fight that much, but I kind of stumbled into it that night, and I didn't even know fully what was going on, but I knew that Janie didn't do what they accused her of, so I never really had a falling out. I just kind of left with everyone else. So he said, how I treated them. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know the half. You don't know the half. Janie doxed my fucking decoys and my children. I owe her nothing. I said, I don't know if you realized it, but you even got an attitude with me that night because I said something about Shay in the chat, a voice chat. I don't care about this shit. I care about the proof. Thanks. He said, dude, again, in the nicest way I can say that, you are not important to me. You believe them with just words. It's sad. I don't care for people who are closed minded, especially when I scolded them for your calendar being shown. It was wrong. I said, let me see the calendar then. He said, because you had no clue what happened, it wasn't your business. I'll go through JFAS's files as soon as I get home and show you the shit they put in. I got rid of the picture, but I guarantee it's also in mine and Janie's chat messages. But I also have our conversations about the pics too. You will get it all. I said, thanks, can't wait. And then I said, didn't you read that message live? And then I think I said something like, why don't you just send me that?
Hmm.
The problem is Tommy can't send what doesn't exist.
Right.
Exactly. Oh my God, that's bully top tactics.
Well, geez,
It's
Corey,
Well, I
if you
mean,
just asked for them.
yeah, like I mean, I happened to see that live, and Tommy was all about like, oh yeah, I'll send them, I'll show you. And as soon as somebody calls him out and says, hey, I want to see them, you said you have messages from them about me. I want to see them. And now he's backpedaling and, oh, well, I'm not going to send them because they don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Like
exactly.
if they really did exist, he should have no problem showing you.
Exactly. And honestly, I just wanted the calendar that somebody made of my nude photos, which I'll explain that a little bit before I read the messages. So, when I first joined, I came around CPP around it was 2022, and I signed up for the decoy class and I started decoying. And at some point I started talking to someone within CPP, and I'm sure the FetLife, if you've been watching Tommy's lives, you've heard about me being the decoy that had a FetLife and how he didn't care. That's where the nude photos came from. That this person that I was talking to within CPP sent it to his friend, and then his friend sent it to other people who brought it to Janie, which is when Tommy was saying that message where she allegedly called me a whore came from. So that's where the nudes come into everything. I just wanted to explain that. I said, didn't you just read that message live? Can you send me that one at least? He said, I'm working on a catch. I read word for word, and you will see every single message I got. I said, so do you have any of these screenshots? I think this was like the next day, because he said that he said on a live that he wasn't going to address anything. He wasn't going to talk about it anymore. He wasn't going to send anybody anything. So I said, if you're going to make claims that my friends talk shit about me, back them up. This is doing nothing but making you look bad. If you had anything, you would have sent it. So if you're not going to show the proof, then please keep my name out of your mouth. He said, I don't owe you shit. I decided not to trash them because I'm not going to stoop to y'all's level. Ask her if she did it. Just ask. I said, you made a claim, so back it up. I don't understand. 1 minute you're telling me you'll send me anything I want, and now you're not sending anything? He said, I don't owe you shit. I stuck up for you, and that's the truth. I don't give a fuck about y'all shit talking tour.
Hmm.
I think this will get into the one part where I was sent a live that I don't know his name. Janie, help me out. The guy that
Sorry,
Tommy
what?
said, the guy that Tommy said if this person could find one decoy that Tommy never paid.
Ryan.
Okay, yep, that's him. Tommy told Ryan that if he could find one decoy that Tommy never paid, that Tommy would pay him $500. So I went in Ryan's live later that night and I said, "Hi, I'm a decoy and Tommy never paid me." So that's where this next part will come in. I said,
Okay.
"I did ask and they told me you're lying. And if you're not giving me any proof, I'm inclined to believe them." He said, "I read the message. I don't owe you shit. I decided y'all can do your thing." I said, "I'm not doing anything. I don't know why you're freaking out on me for asking for proof. Take a chill pill, bro. Show me the proof you stuck up for me then. Show me the message you read on live." He said, "I'm completely chill. I don't want to be a part of y'all's weird shit. I decided I'm better than this. None of this is important. For what?" I said, "Because I don't believe it's real. That's why. Because Janie said she never said that." He said, "What will that gain? LOL. Go do you. Stay with them. I don't care what you believe." I said, "So here's your chance to prove her wrong." He said, "I don't need to prove nothing. You trust them. Keep that."
I
Oh
don't need to
man.
prove. I don't need to prove nothing that I said.
Right.
And Corgi, we have talked about the things that took place and
Oh,
every,
yeah.
like, we've had many conversations about all of this from all the way back when all of it
Right.
began,
And
right? You and I.
also the ridiculous part of you're trying to make me upset about things that were said back in 2022. Can you bring me
Yes,
something that they've said about me recently? Probably not.
exactly.
So I said, I literally did. Oh, there's more. I said, "Cool, keep my name out of your mouth then. Not sure why I was brought up in the first place." He said, called me a bitch. "Y'all started this." I said, "I literally did nothing." He said, "You aren't my friend, so don't tell me what to do." I said nothing. He said, "You ran your fucking mouth." I said, "When? What are you talking about? I wasn't even on the live." He said, "Stop messaging me. I seen your comments." I said, "In your live after you brought me up?" "Yes." He said, "No, in Ryan's and Short Buses, you keep my name out of your mouth." I said, "I wasn't in Short Buses live at all." He said, "You keep with your liar friends. They know they did it." I was asked to please not get involved from someone I care about.
Probably his imaginary friend.
Right, I agree, because what do you mean?
What do you mean, Shug?
What do you mean?
What do you
Who
mean?
told you? You opened this can of worms. Close it.
It's okay, honey. Just sit down.
Just blame it on me. He's pretty good at that.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the pattern of Tommy from the last 2-3 weeks and all this, is just up and down and up and down and up and down. He loves us. He hates us. He fucking attacking us. He loves us again. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So, out of curiosity, what's the over under on Tommy pulling a live tomorrow and going ape shit on this?
Oh, I hope he does. I hope he could show me my nude calendar. That's all I want. So, he said, "So stop messaging me." I said, "And in Ryan's, yeah, you said you paid all your decoys. You didn't pay me. That's the truth." He said, "BS, you're a liar." I said, "I'm lying?" He said, "Yes. If you did a catch, you got paid. That's BS." So in these screenshots, you'll see where I sent him all the times that I sent him money and sent money to CPP West Virginia.
That's
Yeah, but they
supporting.
hated
That is
us. They always hated us.
Yeah.
a shout out for the support. I mean, seriously. I mean,
We all
Thank you.
did that.
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
This is hurting his bank account in a way too. Unfortunately. Okay, and here's another. 10. I still don't see
Yeah.
anything from to you.
My guess is the check got lost in the mail.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
it just
a month or
changed
two,
address.
I went into a chat and I did call out CPP West Virginia, Vanessa specifically, for going in all these drama panels and just paying attention to all the drama. And she blamed basically JFAS and Co. for her not coming into the Gilded anymore because of us. She thought we were disrespectful. What did she call it? Disrespectful. We were childish. And in the end, she told me that I never liked any of you guys. She gave me the same line that Tommy used on Damone. I never liked you in the first place. Never liked any of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's Vanessa for you. Like,
But yet he
Yes,
loves you.
and just to, I guess to answer a couple of the questions in the chat about corgis, yes, it was a fat life. Yes, it was. It was not a bunch of nudes that like people took. It was her page,
Yes.
and that was all it was, the front page of it. And it was because she was a decoy, and some of the things that were listed on it were a concern at the time, or we thought could be, but we handled it professionally. There was no whore calling. It was just we were concerned about it. We handled it, and the calendar that he's talking about was literally the picture of the fat life, and then it had January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December plastered on it like the months over the top of it. That's what it was.
And even like looking back, like I even like I smooth things because at first I blamed Janie. Like back when it all happened, and I even smoothed things over like way after the fact when I came back to CPP, and I said like, hey, you're probably right, like that definitely, if I'm a decoy and a lawyer got a hold of that, like it wouldn't look good. So like I
We
was
were good.
definitely, yeah. I
Yes,
mean, we still are,
Corgi and
girl.
I, we spoke like adults with one another about it. At first, when I took it to her, it was for that reason. I was trying to protect our cases,
Yeah.
and I was
And at
not
the
attacking
time,
Corgi.
no, and at the time I didn't understand that. It took me, I left and then I came back, and it took some time, but it was definitely, I still understand why it wouldn't have looked good.
Yeah. And then when you came back, everything was good, and you tried to decoy again, and it was it was shortly before the May 1st fight, but you tried saying in the May 1st fight why you didn't uh, actually get too involved once you came back, and it was because you were made what what did I'll let you say it because I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah, no, no, no. I'll go through that. So I said, here's the receipts from Cash App. And he said, did you say not to? I said, I didn't get paid. And when I had my catch, Janie told me that you didn't have the money and you always paid your decoys when you had it. No, I didn't say not to. He said, oh, BS. Janie didn't say that. I said, I didn't even know decoys were getting paid until way after. Yeah, she definitely did. He said, oh, yeah, 'cause you were before we started paying. That's why. No, you're lying again. I said, why would Janie say that then? Why would she tell me you paid your decoys? I don't want the money at this point. I don't care, but you're saying you paid all your decoys and you didn't. He said, you didn't know there was pay because for the early days there wasn't. And I said, I wasn't in the early days. Well, I should say my catch wasn't in the early days because I came to CPP around 2022, but I want to say my catch was in like 2023.
I'm working hard tonight with these windows. I'm doing it. Here we go. Okay. Early days.
He said, "How come you just said you didn't know they got paid? LOL." I said, "Because I didn't until I think Janie said something to me." He said, "Dude, go away, be with your friends that did you dirty. Good luck, it will happen again, mark my words." I said, "How did they do me dirty?" And then I said, "Tommy didn't pay me for my catch." And she said, "He might be low on funds or something, but he always pays his decoys when he has it." She said, "Sent your naked pics and said you shouldn't decoy 'cause you're a whore. Give it time, they will show you again." I said, "Show me proof then." He said, "I told you I respect someone over there that I gave my word I'd leave it alone. Dirty people will show themselves multiple times." I think he said, "You'll see." I think.
Yeah, I mean, we're all such dirty, scummy, disgusting people that he's begging us to come back in one sentence.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
I said, "Well, they didn't do anything, so I don't think I'll see. I think I'll be fine. If you had anything, you would prove it and you haven't." He said, "Okay, how the fuck do I know what you look like? LOL, and naked. Think about it."
So he's saying he knows what you look like naked?
I
I
guess
mean,
so.
he could have looked her up on FetLife back when she was
Yeah.
up there.
So he said, I said, "You're telling me that Janie, WPG, and a person who won't be named randomly texted you calling me a whore with my nudes? Was that before or after I sent the message in Mattermost explaining myself?" He said, "Yes, they were mad because they said if people found out, I'd be looked at bad. I told them, I don't give a fuck, it's your private business." Then they were all trashing you in a room, too. Shay and Emily got into a big fight with Janie, and this other person due to them body shaming you. I said, "Here's the problem, Tommy. You have a lot of words. You're telling me all of this shit, but you don't have any proof, which is par for the course."
Let's see. This will be the last of the.
Yeah, this is the last one.
No worries. We got this. We got this. We got this by the ass. Okay, here we go. Did you call me a whore with the news before I sent you? Okay. Okay,
Oh,
this is.
here it is. You're telling me all this shit, but you don't have any proof, which is par for the course. Yeah, I did go on Ryan's live and tell him you didn't pay me because you didn't. This is getting ridiculous. You said anyone can call me and I'll send you everything. But now when it comes down to it, you don't have anything. Why would I trust you over them? People who have been by my side and defending me, you trashing me on your live. Let's talk about the day that you were talking about me on your live. It's crazy to think that a year and a half ago, if you were that close, I would have wanted to be right there with you. And now it was actually uncomfortable since even on the catch, you continued to make comments about me at the end. It's incredibly disappointing how much you've changed and how you accuse people of things that they didn't do. I hope nothing but the best for your predator catching, but I don't support how you treat the people you used to call friends. If you don't want people talking about the shit you did, if that upsets you, maybe you shouldn't have done it." And he never read it. I still think he hasn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he accused you of something you didn't do. Am I right?
No, he was accusing Janie, WPG, um, everyone else of talking shit about me, um, when he can't prove it. And the back and forth of in the live, it was, "You were such a good decoy. You were such an asset to CPP." And then a couple minutes later, kind of like
You're a
what he
piece of
said.
shit.
Yeah, you're replaceable, pretty much. Was I that big of an asset then? If you don't care?
No, not really.
Right.
Okay, let's
So
see.
yeah.
It's just wild. It's a wild situation. There's a lot of moving
And
parts to this.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's the trying to, the Corgi wasn't even on the panel. She wasn't even brought up in the
I
panel.
yeah, I wasn't even in the comments that night. I think I watched the live when I was in the shower after it was over. I didn't even watch it while it was happening.
Hmm.
Right. And but he, brought up two other people, Corgi and another person that was not even on the panel or part of it, but that are friends still with us. And it was just, just to get like to pull it all into the same thing, they're friends with us, so try to uh get us fighting with each other, and Corgi and I have talked from day one. We still do on a regular basis. We're fine. She knows everything. I know everything. We handled it like adults, just like I did with the other person.
Absolutely.
Hmm. It seems like it's a revolving door, and I
Well,
don't
there's
know.
yeah, there's the revolving door of decoys too, because what happened the night of the fight, what I was gonna get into was the only thing that I commented on that night that they were all fighting was someone said something about it being very clicky, and I agreed and I said, yes, that's a big reason why I don't want to be, why I stopped being a decoy, because it felt like if Shay and Emily didn't, if you didn't worship them, then you didn't really, you felt like you couldn't be a decoy. It felt like if you weren't part of the in crowd, the it girls, then you weren't really wanted.
Mhm.
And I said that in the chat, because Tommy said, well, if anybody has anything to say, speak up. But everybody was yelling at each other, so I thought, well, I'm just gonna put what I have to say in the comments here. And then he kind of snapped and said, well, now people are just writing shit in the comments. So that was all I said during the fight.
Yes, and the context around that was JFAS and Co., us, this group, JFAS, Jamie, WPG, Cody, Rip. Um, we were JFAS and Co. And tied at the hip. We were the clique. We were the gang that got attacked that night. And he was saying if anybody else has anything to speak up about the clique that makes you feel bullied and uncomfortable, now's the time. And she spoke up about that clique, and it was shut down.
Mhm. So, do you want me to play the recording we have here of
And
the?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we will.
Before,
But I just want to put more context to that. This
yeah,
clique
let's
and
talk.
gang
Yeah.
thing is what got, this is the whole thing. And it's not it's not, like we got called a clique and the gang bullies. We were called bullies, and it was, the thing is, whenever you have, we're humans, right? And whenever you have a community, a neighborhood, a large group, a conference room, wherever you're at, a church, wherever you're at, a neighborhood, there are going to be certain neighbors that get along better than other neighbors. And there's going to be people that are drawn to one another closer than others. But that doesn't make you a bad person, right? It just means that, we all got along together. We all tried to work together and be cordial, but you don't have to be besties with everybody. And normally it's normal to have, you know, three or four or five that you normally that you're drawn to, that you're drawn to more than the others, and they're drawn to themselves, their group, more than you. That's okay. That's what brought this whole thing, though, is that we were called the clique, we were called the bullies, we were called the gang, but they had their group too,
Mhm.
different groups.
Kind of like you all split off into different types of friendships, and certain people didn't get along. Like, say, you didn't get along with it, somebody else in CPP, doesn't mean you all aren't there for the actual cause of protecting children or keeping children.
Exactly. But if one of them doesn't like you, and they don't like you or whatever, then comes, are you here for the kids? Because
Yep.
there's, are you here for the kids? Because we don't get along. And, and Tommy says it all the time, I love everybody, and and I want to be friends with everybody, and my team, they don't all get along with each other, and I'm the one that suffers for it. But it's because of the atmosphere, and he's the leader over there. And when you are the leader and you've got one, you know, uh, group, right, of people that say, don't bring anything to you unless it has to do with the business, or we're in guild, or we're in just, guild, because we were never in Discord, but just hanging out, right? If we have problems with other team members, we deal with it with the team members. Then you have these other team members that don't like this group of team members, that instead of doing that, they take everything that pisses them off or hurts their feelings or rubs them the wrong way or intimidates them or whatever. They take it to Tommy, and they whine and cry. And then Tommy takes it and takes it and takes it until he's pissed off. And then he flies in, and boom, we get what we're about to go into.
Mhm. Wow.
Yeah. So with the gilded, there was mods set in place to handle problems when people had a problem. You go to the mod, and the mod would go to JFAS. We talk about it, and we solve it like adults. Instead, what was happening was, I guess you could just say Shay would be taking all this information and just going to Tommy right away. And Tommy, look. Meanwhile, she should have just went to a mod. And I told her that in a conversation that we had before the second summit. Um, and she basically said, "You guys call me the rat, whatever." And we ended it. I got to the summit, and everything was just ignored. Like it was normal.
Mm, definitely. Definitely.
So
Jerry,
you got people run into Tommy with just bullshit that Tommy doesn't want to fucking hear about, that he's asked us to keep out of his. I don't want to hear that shit. And people are just ignoring that and going straight to Tommy. So that's where the kind of the problem was.
Brad Jones said, more of the story, you gave Tommy your full trust and it was broken. And what's the point of all this? I'm generally confused on what y'all trying to gain out of this.
To
That's
help other people that are involved, maybe this is very, in the first episode, we tried to do this in a way that was, you know, um, educational, in helping people, because and helping everyone. And when I say, I'm not just saying people like us helping us. I'm saying people that see these same patterns in their relationships, in their community, in their wherever. If you're seeing any of these flags of the hot and cold, and the different things that we're seeing, the emotional, you know, pull and push that we're explaining, we're trying to help people with this. This isn't just a, oh, cry me a river. that is not what this is about. And I know that a lot of people are going to think that's what it is, and that's okay. What you can take your own conclusions. We're just sharing our experiences in hope that it will help other people see these things before they get so involved as we did, and end up getting as hurt as we did, and finding out when it's too late. It's better to find out early if that's what you're involved with. And my hope and my prayers have been that Tommy himself and every one of those people that have done this and treated us the way that they have and said the things they said, that they will, you know, uh, soften their hearts a little bit and listen to what it is that we're saying and reflect and hopefully do better going forward with new people that come in and the people that are already there.
I'm not gonna lie, Tommy hurt us this week with the whole JFAS thing. He blurted his name out in a live, and we were like, "Fuck, this guy can't keep his fucking mouth shut." We're all like super emotional about JFAS. I'd love to throw the fucking guy a party. The guy threw us a party that was like unbelievable parties. Like, he deserves everything, and it's just like he's trying to make us feel real guilty about not wanting to go and rejoin CPP. Oh, let's just forget about this. And it's fucking hard because I love JFAS. And everybody up here does. And yeah.
Definitely, man. What do y'all want to? You want me to play this? Just let me know when
Yeah.
y'all want to
So
play
like
this.
a little bit of
Well,
context
I had
behind it.
opened
But
it up a few minutes ago. I brought us right into it, but then we
yeah,
got
It's
sorry.
easy
going
to
on
get
this.
sidetracked. It's so easy to get
Uh,
sidetracked.
I just want to iterate, this is a clip well before JFAS's diagnosis. JFAS was part of this crew that you see up here right now. And you're going to hear right now, this is how Tommy came into the room after his 500th catch, and basically fucking gave us a new one. We're going to play the first few minutes. We can't get into it all because it's...
Because Shay and Emily and Wally and them went whining to him about
Yeah,
their feelings being hurt rather than waiting in Gilded to celebrate his 500th catch and let their feelings not be hurt.
yeah.
Well,
So
and
this
this
is actually how Tommy actually feels about JFAS and Cody. Go ahead, Cody.
this is right on the tail of Tommy returning from the Philippines last year, and shit had hit the fan while he was gone. You know, the picture show was leaked to Warbot, and everyone was wondering who it was. And Wally decided that Janie was the one to blame for this, and we spent 2 weeks while Tommy was in the Philippines arguing about this. And then Tommy comes back and just flies into this rage. So when you hear references about a mole, that's what that's in reference to.
Okay. I was gonna say, just let me know when you want me to stop it. If you need me to stop it.
I was catfish, dude. At the same spot too. Oh, really? Huh? What? I noticed it right away. Oh, yeah. I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to say anything until I went down through. What are you guys talking about? Had to scan the list, right? The police officer right here. Well, that Shay had to announce the room that she would be talking to Tommy. Oh, yeah. As only she does. Tommy's calling. Be right back. Oh, come on, guys. Love you guys. I heard that already. Hey, listen, check it out. I am shutting this room down tonight. I'm so fucking disappointed. Like, it's crazy that people can't get off their fucking high horse and fucking and it's about children or all. It's for everybody. I am shutting this room down. JPass, if you want to start a JPass and Co. one somewhere else where people can go and you can guarantee that shit's not getting out, do it there. But I'm not gonna have Shay disrespected. I am not gonna have any you guys be disrespected. I am so disappointed. Catch 500 and two people besides Shay have messaged me today on people talking shit about people who are decoying. Like, what are we doing? So I'm shutting this room down tonight. You guys are more than welcome to come back, but everybody who wants to come back is going to come back as a normal person. Everybody is equal. But I am shutting this room down. But I want to give everybody a chance. If you guys want to go to another room where it's completely separate, and this is going to be about CPP and moving forward to the goal. Like, this is 500 catches, and we're in here talking shit about, oh, we don't feel comfortable, somebody's in the room. This is my fucking room. I love every one of you guys the same. I have a relationship with Shay, like I have one with J-Bass, like I have one with whoever I talk to every day. How are you guys going to push people out? It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. And if people want to leave, I'm sorry. That fucking sucks because why do I get punished? Because y'all can't get along. It's fucked up. It is fucked up. And it's sad people have to record because I said it when the whole thing before happened. People record because they're afraid they're what they said will be changed. And we all are guilty of that, including me. So I'm going to shut this room down. I'm going to shut this room down. This is CPP's room. This is not J-Fass's room. This is not Tom B's room or Shay's room or whoever. This is CPP. And now we have 4 different cliques. And it's fucking sad. We are a team. We may not like each other, but I like each and every one of you. Why should I have to deal with this shit? Why can't we grow up and not fucking talk shit to each other and call each other predators? What the fuck? Why would anybody in here call somebody a fucking predator? It's fucking disgusting. No one did that. No, I haven't. I just listened to it. Okay, they got predatory tendencies. That's fucking wrong. That's fucking wrong. None of you guys in here are fucking predators. Not one of you. So it did happen. Why would I say it? So if you guys want to, that's why I want to give everybody a chance. Start it. Start a Discord. It's cool. Or Guilded or whatever. And you can control it your way. And there's not going to be no rules in here, man. There's going to be rules, simple rules. But this is fucking wrong. I know that there's a few people in here right now that are fucking torn. Because they're like, fuck, if I say something, I'm in trouble here. But if I say something, I'm in trouble here. You guys, big players in this room are fucking tossed because they feel like they're in the middle like I am. It's fucking wrong. It's fucking wrong, and we should never ever gang up on each other. That's fucking wrong. Shay in a little group should never gang up on Janie, or you guys should never gang up on Shay. It's fucking wrong, you guys. We're in this for the fucking children. We've been here together for a long fucking time, and we just can't fucking work together. But it's not fair that I can't be friends with everybody because y'all can't get along. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. But I am gonna bring this back. I will tell you guys, I've had more than fuck, man, 25, 40, 35 people say that they won't even come in here because they feel like they're getting attacked. I don't ever say anything. I say, grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. But now it's like, we're attacking our close friends both ways.
And that's it. That's wild.
That was the beginning of the fight that happened in May.
It's funny how he says that nobody's a predator. Then he calls Janie a predator. And, you know, that seems to be one of his favorite words lately is calling everybody a predator. Calling, you know, Short Bus a predator. Calling anybody he doesn't like, calling him a predator.
Yeah, Tommy says a lot of things. He said a lot of things about a lot of people that we kind of don't like to, I guess, comment about because Tommy makes a lot of fucking comments that we don't like to hear. He's made some about Annoyed that were just like off the fucking wall. I was like, holy fuck. Staying out of that shit. I don't support some of the shit that he said. I am guilty of fucking being loyal to Tommy, though. I mean, I see Missy in the chat too. I want to clear this up with Missy quick too. I have never shared anything of Missy. If someone did under my name, so be it. I don't have control over that, but I have one account. I don't have alts. I don't go under different names. Everybody knows this who knows me personally. Missy, I never did anything to you. I didn't like how you broke up with Eric, but whatever. It's my personal feeling, but that has nothing to do with anything. If you saw something that was shared by me, it wasn't me. So, there are accounts out there under my name, but it wasn't me. And that's honest. And yeah.
Jalapeno. Oh,
What's up?
so how do you feel about all this?
It's just a bunch of patterns repeating over and over and over again. And I don't know if they're ever going to stop. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. Honestly, it really sucks just even hearing the first few minutes of the fight, because I mean, everything changed after that day. It was 4 hours of people just like saying some of the most ridiculous things. People bringing up some of the most ridiculous accusations I've heard. I heard someone say that they felt that JFaz and Co. were a bunch of bullies because they wanted them to sing for karaoke. We just wanted everyone to be involved. Gosh, what was other? Let me think about this here. Tommy said that WPG had created his own docs when he was doxxed while Tommy was gone. It's no one was trying to blame Tommy for doxing someone or anything like that, but it got brought up in conversation and WPG was just blamed for it, for someone else doxing him. There was someone that brought up the fact that 2 days prior that they posted a video and that the video only got 2 interactions. They brought it up in the fight.
Yeah, that was Vanessa. You guys will hear it. Like, we're gonna do all that later, but yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, the things we did were for Tommy and nothing else. So if they had a problem with something we were doing, then I'm sorry. We were doing our job, what we were asked to do.
Yeah, and the joking was pretty much, it was we were called JFez and Co. because he was our leader, basically, like of our little friend group. He was the man with the
Definitely,
creativity. He
100%.
was the guy that entertained us. He hosted us. That Tommy talked about it today in the live. JFez is an amazing human being. Um,
Yes.
eh, and he made Gilded what Gilded was, and we were best friends, and we had the same type of personalities, and got along very well, and the creativity together meshed, and he would literally ask these people, the group, the gang of people that hung out and worked together and played together. He would ask them constantly, like, is this too much? Am I offending anybody? Are you guys okay? I'll stop. he asked Tommy many times, is it too much? Because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody. And we were told over and over again, it's the only reason I come in here. I love this. We look forward to it. This is amazing. So when that happened that night and we were called bullies and we're the reason that 45, 25, 30 people do not come in here anymore, and the reason that everybody has left, we spent the first couple of months just reeling like, okay, what did we do? Why didn't they speak up before? Why didn't somebody say something? It's so easy to say, I don't like this. It hurts my feelings, whatever. But instead, it just piled up into this big attack, and we were all blindsided by it. So, but it's not a random thing. It's something that, um, we were part of it. We were part of the CPP uh, cult mentality. We
So,
fought for Tommy. We did the same things. I was a moderator in Gilded, and then I became an admin when I first became part of the think tank with Sid Vicious. And Tommy found out about it. I covered this last week. I was asked specifically by Tommy to basically be the public relations person and to funnel through all of the issues and make the decisions and stuff that he felt that I knew him well enough and he trusted me and said, and he asked us to do that. And so that's what we did. And JFaz became the admin over there. He was highly I recommended him highly for it with Sid, and Sid saw that he was overly qualified and the perfect person for it, and that's how he became the admin. And with his creativity, he turned Gilded around, and it became a place that people liked being, we thought. But then, I mean, we were Jafaz was heartbroken. He didn't know what he had done wrong.
I
like,
have
yeah, Jay,
something that.
yeah, go
Oh,
ahead,
go
Chris.
ahead, Free.
No,
I have something to just add about the JFAS thing. We have always, for years, JFAS and Co has been extremely, extremely tight knit. Like we spend every day together, talking every day, share our lives with each other, and we've walked with JFAS over this last year with this battle against his sickness, and we've been there for the ins and the outs, and these people cast him aside pretty much just like the rest of us. And to watch them suddenly find out that, he's nearing the end of that battle and suddenly he's their best friend and they got to do all this stuff for him and he's amazing and wonderful. It's really, really hurtful to watch them kind of take that and behave that way. When we have been the ones daily messaging him through this battle. Um, it just goes into more of the like manipulation, I think. We've kept this silent at JFaz's request, and suffered together through it. But the minute that crew gets a hold of this information, it's all over. It's public. His name is shouted from the rooftops over there, and it's been extremely frustrating and hurtful.
Yes. Guess I could answer Mortal's question. Do I want to go to the karaoke? No. We've already hosted a karaoke with JFez while he was able to host and sing, and we had a great fucking time. I don't want anything to do with CPP. I've got my close knit friends here, and that I know who are true, and yeah, that's it. I hope they understand by the end of this, but it fucking hurt, and I'm sorry you guys are hurting as well. I understand that, but that's part of losing good people like us. firmly believe that. He wants us back because we are good people. And we were loyal to him until he basically didn't give a fuck about us, didn't even hear our story. And yeah, tossed us aside. So yeah, that he's hurting now. We've been hurting for a year, and he hasn't fucking called us or nothing.
Do you think this is a pattern and will happen again, just like the people before you?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I've heard stories that have happened before me, and I've ignored it because I don't want any part of the fucking shit. I want to live my life. I'm helping Tommy fucking do his shit, and it was great. I'm having a great life now. Like, being away from this shit, never been happier, to be honest. I don't have to fight all these trolls anymore. We sit back and watch and just shake our heads like, holy fuck, what else is he gonna say? Like, he's been referencing us for the past year. A lot of people wouldn't figure it out, but that's who he's talking about.
I feel kind of like some people in the chat, or this is kind of a feeling I'm getting. First of all, it wasn't Janie. That wasn't Tom Missy out. That was not Janie. I wanted to say that first, and I do think that like Missy
Thank
she
you.
did bring up earlier, and I hate to bring this off, that they had told you before, and what caused you all to, I mean, I guess all this going down, do you see what do you kind of understand how they went about telling you about it, and kind of realize how he would treat you all? Is that a coherent question?
I don't really understand what you're
No.
asking.
Okay.
Sorry. I got a little lost.
It's all
I'm
good,
sorry.
buddy. It's all good.
First, I want to say I was
Try
telling
again,
you.
Chuck.
I'll try again.
Can I
I
branch
think,
off for that last comment I made? I also want to add that
yeah.
Tommy's been ignoring our dear friend Cody up here when he mentions all of our names. If you notice, it's always Janie, Rip, JFaz, WPG, never Cody. And you're going to see why later on. And it's been played before on Matt in the Morning. If you can go back and search his stream for it, the clips there. Tommy treated Janie or Cody like a fucking disgusting. It was disgusting. You guys have heard it before. And he purposely doesn't bring up Cody because he's scared. The last week or two, he's brought all of our names up except for Cody because he's treated Cody like shit. And she doesn't deserve any of that. So I just wanted to point that out. We see you, Tommy.
Missy, I brought this up a little bit earlier, and something about Janie was warned far earlier that Tommy would turn on her. That's, yeah. So how does that
Yes,
make?
yes, I
Sure.
was, and I was, and I lost a good friend, a good, and you'll hear that too if it's played more, that I was that nobody believed that we were not friends and not talking anymore, but I literally lost a good friend over over my devotion and my commitment to CPP and Tommy. Um, and James did warn me many times, and he said that he didn't want it to happen to me, but he knew it was going to. It was just a matter of time, and when it did happen, he would be there. But I understand why he's not, and that's okay. We haven't, talked. I don't think he hates me, but he was definitely hurt by the way that I, defended Tommy and didn't listen to him many times when he warned me this would happen. And I have told him that since this happened, but we still don't talk. And I love James very much. His whole family was a part of my life at one time too. So that was a bad thing for me too. I mean, this has been a long process, and it's, yes, a lot of people go through it. I'm not crying about that. I'm just hoping that other people will see, that they'll see.
Mm. See, and that's the thing, the Lark Busters nailed it right. This right here, where did it go? The Lark Busters said, hang on, wait, where did it go? The cult of Ta is wild. That's a true statement. It is a true statement. Wow, we about hit 2 hours.
Wait a minute. What the hell are you saying here, Missy? That I defended Tommy when he what? Showed your nudes? Jamie defended Tommy when my nudes came up and he asked her to stop. She chose this. What does that mean? I asked, he asked her to stop what? I don't understand that question.
Oh, that I think that's pulling us off of the. I
Yes,
mean,
it
we can
definitely
talk
is.
about
I'm
that.
not now. Yeah, I'm not going to even talk about that. You know what, Missy? This is what I'm going to say. It's the same thing I said to James and I've said to these guys. You are so desperate for for men in this YouTube community to want to see your boobs that you've created this whole thing. It's a couple of years old. It's old. It's gone. It's in the past. Get over it. You've got your community, you've got your men that all want to see your boobs and talk about them. You jumped up on a panel and was talking about Cody's boobs, which is very inappropriate. And it showed just how jealous you feel. Other than that, I'm not going to go into it with you. You have nothing to do with this.
Mm. I didn't expect that. I was like, well, y'all can go over this another time. But that's not what this is. The overall thing about this is, you can tell people really put their feelings and they're into this, and people really do care about other people. But it's just, people. I don't know. It's just sad to see a community boil down to everybody not liking each other when it was built, for actually a great thing is for protecting children.
Yeah, honestly, there were never news. There were never news. And
Never
if
knew
there
good
were,
news.
they were the news that she sent to somebody, and we never knew anything about them or saw them. And I told James that over and over again, and I will continue to say it because that's the truth. I don't know of any news. And if you send somebody news, then that's on you, because once you send them, God knows what's going to happen. But I didn't have anything to do with them.
Mhm.
And neither did
Jerry.
Eric. Never showed
Oh,
anybody. We never shared any fucking nudes of Missy. Nobody saw anything. Eric never had anything when he was with us. I mean, you guys were together and then you broke up and that was it. He never fucking said, "Hey guys."
Yeah, but that's not a part of this. Let's get off of that. Once again,
Yeah,
Missy wanting attention.
yeah,
mm.
yeah. Any questions? I guess you want to take some questions. I mean, we're over 2 hours, but
Yeah. If y'all got questions, go ahead and um. But we will. There'll probably be a part 3. So I think it's just gonna. I do think
Yeah,
there's more
yeah.
stuff that's coming out. We just got to,
Let's call it a night though, because this we got off
uh,
track here, and unless you guys have something else, but we will have, we will go forward after this.
I can let LJZ know that Rip is still with us, 100%.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
doing
uh,
great.
Yeah, he's got no time to come out. He's a busy guy. He would if he could. And
Absolutely.
Chill and Eric stuck with CPP because he was very saddened that he wasn't invited to JFaz and Co. In the story.
Hmm.
Yep.
That's just wild. I mean, it split a lot of people up in that actual community about the whole decoy doxing, which is crazy. Even it said a real is a hard worker and a good man.
Yes, he absolutely is. And LJ in particular, I just don't want to share his uh, information on YouTube, but I just want you to know you'd be proud of him. He's doing something fantastic right now and very busy.
Hmm. Missy has a right to speak up after. I do get that. I do get that, and what is
Yes, Missy absolutely has every right to speak up about whatever she has to, but she has been. She's got all kinds of friends with panels and she's on them all the time and she's in the chat all the time. We're not. We don't do that. We have to like plan and to get all of us together in order to do something like this because we don't just jump on drama panels and this is not just a drama panel. We're hoping that some people will actually get something out of this and learn something from it. We're not here to entertain and give people something to, grab more attention on. Missy has her panels, has her friends, has her servers, and she's been getting attention about this so-called nudes and her boobs for a couple of years already. So tonight is about us and this situation. That's what this panel is for. And I'm sorry if that offends anyone, but it says right on the thing, Behind the Curtain, episode 2. Not Missy's boobs.
Amen, Jimmy. Amen.
what?
Yeah, if we're leaving it here, just want to give a shout out to JFaz. He's our brother, and we love
Yes.
him very much.
Love you, man. You know that.
Hmm. I wish I would have had a special memorial thing, but but it's like
Oh
there's
no,
part
he's
three. I know he's
yeah,
still
he's
alive.
still here, right. And
But,
we're honoring him. We've been honoring him. Trust
Oh yeah,
me, and we're still gonna do that.
we
definitely.
tried to keep him out of everything as much as we could. Tommy blurted his name out last week, and we were all, "A fucking guy, come on."
Mhm.
So yeah,
All right.
and we want to thank you guys, Jerry and Short Bus, for your time that you begged us for.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. No begging.
Thanks for laughing at me, Shug.
Oh, it's not. Oh, I never did that. He likes to say I laugh at you, and when I actually do care, and I've grown to really like you are really good people that I've talked to behind the scenes, and
Yeah, Short Bus. Let's clear your name a little bit. You've trolled Tommy in the past.
yes,
You agree? Uh, how hard do you troll Tommy now?
every now and then I might, but I like today he was saying I was trolling him, and I was not. I was literally doing like stuff with you all, chatting with you all and stuff,
Yeah,
and literally I was texting you all, and then he was like, "Man, why you?"
yeah. I don't know how much you're doing, but like, it's not the first time we've been talking, and Tommy's talking about you trolling him. You're
Mm,
right here with us. It's not the first time.
exactly. I mean, it's pretty
You're,
much par
you're
for
good.
course at this point. So I'm the devil, so
No, you're a good dude.
I do appreciate that.
Yes, thank you very much, Short
Patterns.
Bus and Jerry. And I love you all. Thank you guys again.
No, thank you all. I mean, it really, bringing awareness to all this, and it's this. I just hope it opens a person's eyes or a few people's eyes to saying, hey, he's not the person he may portray. Some, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
And I'm just hoping that things will get better because honestly, predator catching is important to every one of us up here. That's why we were here in the first place. This isn't a, this isn't. Well, we do not want anything to happen to Tommy and CPP. Like all of us are very much pro predator catching. That's what brought us together in the first place. And I hope that they catch every single one that's out there, and grows and you can do it for as long as possible because that's the mission. That's what brought us there. We just picked that particular one because of Tommy and we became very close. And that doesn't mean we don't still believe in the mission and want that man and that group even to succeed. My hope, my prayer is that, unlike some of the people in the chat that I can see where it's just a matter of, what about Missy's boobs? What about, oh, it sounds like a pity party. You got your feelings hurt. That's the surface. Okay, that's the surface, but it's also the human side of it. Yes, there are people hurting. I believe that Tommy is hurting right now, absolutely, and I believe and I know that I'm hurting right now. My goal is not to hurt Tommy. My goal is to hopefully help him hear the heart behind what we're sharing and our experience and how it made us feel, and use that to not do that going forward and to do better. I did see a comment in there. I don't know who said it, but instead of, you have to treat the organization, which was our goal. That was JFES and my biggest dream. Him and I worked together for 3 years straight, and we talked about it daily, making CPP a professional organization, a 501c3. We were going to make it happen. It was, it was our dream, our goal, and you cannot run a professional organization by making all of your employees your best friend. You can't. Everybody can't be your best friend. It's you and not have a title and not have a job role and not have the respect to do that job role and um you know a chain of command. Basically, you have to run it like a business, and it's not. And that's why you have the inner um division within the volunteers. Everybody's looking for, well, this is my position, and I feel threatened by that person because they now say they have this position. And until it's defined by Tommy, the leader, this person has this job and this is what I expect of it, has to be run like that, not you're my best friend and I trust you. And then listen to all of the other people come cry to you because they got their feelings hurt and then attack the person for doing what you asked them to do.
Amen.
I believe that at that, I think we're going to end this, and I hope everybody has a blessed. Are y'all ready to end this? Anything else?
Yeah, quick shout out to Kat, Jamal, Kelly, a couple others.
Yes, Danielle, yes, definitely. We want to say hi to our other friends. Thank you.
I also just want to say something. I, with everything that's been going on, I do wish everyone in CPP the best, especially with your hearts right now. But because I'm thinking about you guys too, and I feel the same way where I don't want to interact with you guys. I know no one even has my contact information to ask. Probably wouldn't ask anyway. It is what it is. But I hope you guys heal too, and I wish the best
Mm,
for all of you.
yes, I feel
Yep.
that way too. I love those people. I never stopped loving them. Do I like what's happened? No, but I forgive every single one. I forgive the whole thing. It's just I don't forget.
Mm.
Thank you.
Oh,
Good
thank
night,
you.
guys.
Good night.
Thank you, Shugs.
Thank you,
Have a good
Shug.
night, everybody.
Good night, Jerry. WPG Freedom, good night. Cody,
Thanks.
good night.
Good
And
night.
Corgi. I can't forget about Corgi. She was up here too. Good night, Corgi. I appreciate everybody being here. And with that, I'm going to bring this meeting to a close. And I appreciate everybody being here. Seriously, it really does mean a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Bye.